Hello amazing traders and welcome to my YouTube channel once again, and my name is SeunForex, and this is our weekly market recap on what has been happening so far in GBPJPY analysis. And without wasting much of our time, let's dive into the market analysis as soon as possible. Based on what happened last week, I was expecting this market to break out of this structure. Yes, this choppy market was choppy throughout last week, and eventually it broke out. But fortunately on Thursday, because one of the characteristics of most of the market is this. Market most of the time usually sell buy on Monday. If market is started buying Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Between that Thursday and Friday, most of the time market usually sell. And one of the major reasons was that on Friday, a lot of traders used to take their profit and exit the market. Because between Friday and Monday morning, a lot of things can happen which can affect a lot of your trades. So if you do not have first of all, you need to test your analysis very well that you are making right decisions, because if you do not, it's always brutal. Spread can send you out of profit. A lot of things can happen. So on Thursday, market broke this key level, and this news, this market, this flow of this candle, how many pips dropped down? How many pips? This was 370. This 370 was in between Thursday, was as a result of news, because one of the best news of all time is non-farm payroll. In fact, from 1:30 to like 2:30, non-farm payroll, unemployment rate news, non-farm payroll, and hourly earning news. Those three news, they are one of the, in fact, the most powerful news in financial market is non-farm payroll, which always happen every first Friday of the month. And that is exactly what happened in this market. And as a result of that, GBPJPY it has been a long time market drop average of 380 pips in a single day, but it did it on Friday. So now what is my take for this coming week about GBPJPY? So what is my perception? What is market saying? What do I think market is planning to do for this next coming week? For now, I can still not say market is in sell mode, because market could not break this support level. This support level, you can see when you look to your left, this support level of 195,500. Market could not break it despite the failure swing of buying side here. Market could not break it. And let's now go to lower time frame. In this lower time frame, now this is 30-minute lower time frame, our market is already consolidating. So now what am I expecting this market to do? Most of the time, from experience, when markets sell like this sporadically during the news, market always find a way to correct everything back. Market always find a way to correct that movement back. So what am I trying to say? What I mean is, I'll be expecting this market to still buy next, not sell. If this market will sell, like we are in full sell, I still expect this market to buy first. If this market now, let's say this market is in buy mode completely, I will expect this market to buy first. Then let me plot Fibonacci key level. I will still be expecting this market to come to the confluence zone of this key level, somewhere around here. So you can see which is here. So if this market will sell at all, I'm expecting this market to come to this zone. If market now come to this zone after market reaches key level and there is now a reversal, then I will know that this market is actually on sell mode. But without that, so next week is pure buying analysis. Yes. And what are my entry mode? It's simple. After spending thousands of hours in front of chart, I'm expecting this market to do something like a form of chart pattern around, but this is 15 minutes time frame. Though in 5-minute market is already consolidating. It's already, when I say consolidating, I mean market is not doing higher and higher low anymore. Market is now doing sideways. So for entry, I'm expecting this market in between here and here. So if market can break this trend line and retest, so I'm expecting whatever the consolidation that is happening here, I'm expecting this market to break this counter trend line, break this resistance level, this to the left now, this here, this key levels, this resistance level that is, I'm expecting this market to break this counter trend line, break it to this level, and now retest. If market can retest to this key level, at least the first take profit will be somewhere around here, which is how many pips is that? From here to here is 200 pips. So like I mentioned, 200 pips. You don't need to be a guru. You don't need to use so much indicator to understand the nuance of the market. I'm expecting this market from here to here. That is 200 pips. So even if with right money management skill, if you take this trade once a week and you are in profit, you are good to go. Because imagine if you risk $50, for example, and your stop loss is 40 pips. This 200 pips, 230 pips is minimum of 1:5. So it means that you are risking $50 to make $250. That is good trade. That is amazing good trade. If you make this and that is all you can see for a week, leave the market alone, because your profitability is not in trading many pairs or trading often. Your profitability is you are able to enter market few times a week, make average of 2 to 3 or 4% of your capital, and exit the market. If you can repeat that 2 to 3 times a month, you are a good trader. Anywhere in the world, you are a good trader. But the problem with a lot of traders is because one of the most popular things in the social media space is day trading. That once you wake up every morning, you have to trade. Some people believe that the more you trade every day, the more money you make. It's a lie. Somebody can be trading once a month, twice a month, 3 times a month, 4 times a month, once a week, and be making more money than somebody that is trading every 30 minutes. That is why only few scalpers are only few of them are extremely profitable traders. The remaining one, they are at the bottom of the ladder. So what am I trying to say? In this coming week, I'll be looking for buy opportunity, and this is one of my entry strategy as a criteria. Now, you might be wondering, why am I looking for buy when market is in sell mode? That is the profitability. Your skill as a trader is to see the nuance of the market before it becomes obvious. What does it mean? If market is selling, you must be able to understand that, okay, what is the velocity? What is the co-integration of that market? What is the volume, the price volume of that market in buying and selling, so that you will not be entering trap market. Okay, imagine if this market will reverse back now, break this trend line, retest, and it means that movement, because its market has changed structure, it has changed direction. What do you think is going to happen? The profit will be very fast within Tuesday to Wednesday. What am I even saying? In 24 hours, market will break this key barrier and you will make your profit, and you will watch again, because you have to be precise. You have to understand money management. You have to be patient. You cannot do things anyhow if you want to make profit in the market space, if you want to be profitable. And that is what is happening. So forget about the noise, forget about the PR. You have to learn this. You have to be patient. You are not just in the market to click buy and sell, because remember, only less than 10% of traders are profitable. Only 10% of traders are consistently profitable. The remaining 9%, they are only contributing money to the market space. And if you want to be profitable, you have to do what else we not do. That is what I have for you guys on GBPJPY. If you have not subscribed, if this is your first time, please click the subscribe button on your notification. And if you have a different bias, drop the comment below and I will review it and reply you. Let's go to US30 and see what market is doing. Also, this is US30, and you can see in exactly what I mentioned last week, that okay, if market break this resistance level and turn into support, to be massive buy. But what do you think happened? This is a proof that our strategy works. Market broke it. This is Wednesday, Thursday. Market broke it. This is 4-hour time frame. The first 4 hour, the second 4 hour, the third 4 hour. Can you see the next thing that happened? There was indecision candle, shooting star, which is pure rejection, which shows that this market is now in sell mode. And after the shooting star, how many pips dropped? I'm sure this is nothing less than 400 pips. How many pips was this? 1,200 pips on US30. 1,200. That is the power of raw price action. And these are previous analysis. A lot of traders used to ask me, are you sure that Elliott will work? It works. Because you can see that this market respects this key level, respect it here also. Then when it comes to here, market broke it out and retest the same trend line, turning this trend line that was the support to now to resistance. And after breakout of that trend line, what happened again? Market broke it, then it's as if market now is buying back. But the candlestick formation shows that it is not genuine buy, because there's no volume in this candlestick. The first one, okay, this is normal average candlestick, normal 4-hour time frame of US30, average of 60 to 100 pips per candle. These things are normal. Average movement candle of US30 is in between 100 pips. The average candle movement of US30 is in between sometimes 200 pips, 150 pips. But all these ones are like less than 80, 90, 100. So here we are, and based on what I said, that if market will not break this key level and retest it, and this is 1,200 pips. So what am I expecting also on this US30 this coming week? It's also bad. Why do I say so? Even if this market is now on sell mode, at least it will pull back to this key level, which is also 50 to 0.65% of Fibonacci key level, which will be in confluence with this inverse head and shoulder. This is the left shoulder, this left shoulder, and here is also a confluence. So this coming week, at least for the first 2 to 3 days, until market comes to this key level, I'm not expecting any skillful trader to sell, except you are a scalper. But a real trader is expected to buy. Though, remember, we are in probabilistic market, not certainty. This is not certainty. In financial market, anything is not certain, but based on data, based on what the price delivery is showing. It simply means that US30 we buy for a while next week. Then after buying for a while, then hopefully the sell will continue. But if there's any changes in the market, I will update you guys. Thank you so much for watching till the end. That will be the end of this video for now. And thank you for subscribing to this channel. Till I come your way again next time. Be safe.